Hello everyone. This video is about inverse functions. We will be learning how to find inverse functions. We don't only talk about inverses in functions, we also talked about inverses in numbers. Let's say we have additive inverse of real numbers, multiplicative inverse of real numbers, and we also learned multiplicative inverse of some square matrices, and we have inverse functions too. So functions that undo each other are inverse functions. So every function can have an inverse function. So now we are gonna learn how to find inverses. We have two techniques of finding inverses. I will just explain one of them, which is so simple. By just switching x and y in the original function and solving for y, will produce inverse function. Let's take a look at check it out. 3 5x minus 7. So first write the function as y. We know f of x represents y. So let's write y for f of x. So y equals 5x minus 7. So here I just need to switch x and y. So in place of y, write x. In place of x, write y. Equals 5y minus 7. And then I will solve the equation for y. Isolate y. Bring 7 to the other side. X plus 7 equals 5y. Divide both sides by 5. So y becomes x plus 7 over 5. That y represents inverse function. F inverse of x equals x plus 7 over 5. So we denote inverse function as f superscript negative 1. So this is the result, or you can break this one fraction up into two fractions. So that's equivalent to x over 5 plus 7 over 5. So that's our inverse function. Every question will be solved in this method. So the following question, in place of f of x, let's write y equals 2 over 3x plus 7. Switch x and y's. Switch x and y's. In place of x, you write y. In place of y, you write x. X equals 2 over 3y plus 2. And isolate y. Bring 2 to the other side. X minus 2 is 2 over 3y. I need y alone, so I should multiply both sides by 3 over 2. So make sure you are using bracket here, because 3 over 2 is not just for x, it is for x minus 2. So 3's will cancel, 2's will cancel. Y becomes 3 over 2 times x minus 2. Or we can do this distribution and write this as 3 over 2x over 2 minus 3 over 2 times 3. Let's break it up into two fractions. So distribute 3 over 2. 3 over 2x minus 3 over 2 by 2. 2's will cancel. 3. So that's equivalent to this function. So that represents inverse function. F inverse of x is this or this. If it is multiple choice, one of them will be in options. 3 over 2x minus 3, let's say. Let's solve a little bit complicated question. This one, for example, exercise 11. Write y for f of x. Y equals 1 over 2, 3 minus 3x. Switch x and y. So x equals 1 over 2 times 3 minus 3y, We switched x and y and isolate y. In order to isolate y, I should get rid of this bracket. And I have a coefficient in front, so there's a lot to do here. So let's get rid of this fraction first. Doing cross product will help us. 2 times x, 2x equals, on the right we have 3 minus 3y, and we have 3 here. Let's move 3 to the other side. So 2x minus 3 is negative 3y, and still y is not alone, so we must divide both sides by negative 3, so which gives us y equals 2x minus 3 over minus 3, or this is equivalent to breaking this up into 2, negative 2x over 3 minus 3 over 3 minus 3 over 3 is minus 3 over minus 3 is plus 1, right? 3 over 3 is 1. They are both minus, they will cancel each other. So that's y represents our inverse function. So that's our f inverse of x, which is negative 2x over 3 plus 1. So no matter how complicated the function is, by just switching the roles of x and y and solving for y, you can get your inverse function.